Hi, welcome back to my channel on tutorial on how to play the guitar using fingerstyle. My name is Archer Clarito, and today I'll be teaching you about how to play chords in different ways on a guitar fretboard and why it's important. I'll also be teaching you about what string to play and what not to play. If you have not yet seen the previous videos, please do so on fundamentals about starting to play a guitar using fingerstyle, common chords that's been used, as well as the basic pattern on your right fingers. If you also have not yet liked and subscribed to this channel, please do so and hit that notification button so you'll be notified on upcoming videos. And please share this to your friends who are also wanting to learn to play the guitar. So let's go to the lesson. Okay, this is lesson number 4. Today I'll be using my acoustic guitar to do this tutorial. So why do we need to learn to play chords in different positions or different ways in a fretboard of a guitar? Well, there are songs that may be played in just basic chords like the A chords, the C chords, or there might be other ways we have to play it in a higher octave of the chord. Just like when you're playing a piano, listening to a piano that plays from a lower key to a higher key. These are common chords that are played in different ways, and how do you find them in a fretboard? Let's say for example, the A chord. So that's the A chord. And we know that the A bass string is the fifth string on a guitar. That's where the root of the A, and that's the bass string. Another way to play it is finding that A string on top, and that would be over here. So they sound the same. If you remember on the previous videos, the other way to play a major chord on the E string here is this position. So the higher A would be here with this position. That's the same chord, yet it sounds a little different because of how they are positioned. And this is a little higher here. Or a C can also be played, if you remember in the last video, like this. That's a C. Or a D can also be played here. That D string is over here. And a G can also be played like this. So when you're playing a chord like a G chord, you can basically play the entire string from the number 1 string up to the number 6 string, from the lower E to the higher E. But if you're playing a C, you can't play it from the top or the last string, the E string, going down. It has to start from the root, which is the C, or the 5th string here, or it would sound different. It just wouldn't sound right if you played it including the E string. So that wouldn't make your fingerstyle sound good. So play it with just the root bass string here. That's how you find the strings. My easy way to find it is if I'm playing, let's say, an F. My technique of finding another position of an F is looking at the pinky, where your pinky is at. So for F, the pinky is over here. So I'm gonna find that tone on the 5th string. Over here. And And how you could position that basically like this. And that's an F. On a higher octave. Another way to play, because this might be a little difficult, you could play it this way too. That's another position of an F. Now you could find that as well probably in the online on how to position it. If I'm gonna go for a G, again, how to find that other tone, your pinky. There's the pinky, so look for that tone. There you go. That's the G there. And you can position it like that. Now it gets, the fretboard gets narrower and narrower per fret. The easiest way sometimes to do it is this position. Now you might say, what is that position? If you remember the C, the basic C chord, move that position there. Let me move that back there, all the way to the C. That's the C. If the C, but you don't clip anything on it here, because that's the last one here. So the position would just be like that. But if there was another fret here, a C would have been like this. And you know where the root is? Look at that. That's the root of the C. Same as here. But it's easier using the 3 fingers. But if there was another fret, again, it would have been with your pinky and there. Same with the D. Remember the D? That's the D here. You could position it this way. You know why the D is like that? It's basically because this is another position of the D. But you could play it with just that 3 and the D string, and it's already a D. But that's also another D here. So if you go for an A, another way to find the higher chord of an A, look for your pinky. And go. There you go. That's an A there. Now that's going to be really, really far. That's why I'm using this acoustic guitar, because it has a cut on it. So you could play, or that's a different way to play an A. And that's another technique of playing a bar chord starting from the A string, is just to clip it. So let's just say with a C, it's like that. So you're just playing the entire 3 strings here. What you could do is just clip it. But you don't wanna play the last string, because you're clipping the last string too when you shouldn't be. So that's a technique as well. If you don't really need to play the lower string. Same with the D. You can just clip it. There, that's easier to see. Or a B and a B flat. And that technique is easier once you go lower, because you can't really do all of those fingers in the lower part of the guitar, right? That would be too hard. So there, by learning those different ways of playing a tone or a chord in a different way of the fretboard, now expands your skills on playing guitar. So you could play different songs, right? So So there's different ways you can play a tone now once you know where to go on a fretboard. So like the one I just played just now, it's just playing actually major chords in just different places of the fretboard. So I played, like, if you notice, I played an A, but I could have played an A here, but it just makes it easier. That's an E7, by the way. All right, so it's like the C with a 7. You put your pinky. I could actually play, because it's an E7, so I could play an E string, but I didn't want to play that. When playing fingerstyle, you choose which string would sound better on it. So for me, it sounds without the bass E, just from playing it from the lower. Because this is also an E bass here. That's also an E here. That's an A. I could have played an A again here, but I played it here. Right? Yeah, you could play a lot of songs differently with, once you know, progress your skills on playing the chords in different ways. Like, you could play a lot of songs once you know this different types of positioning a chord. So that's just one way. I wanted you to know and learn about different way to position chords on a fretboard and how it would sound like once you could play it on different part. And again, none of those chords I played are complicated. Those are basic chords. It's just playing and being creative on how you want to play it. Okay, there you go. So that's another lesson on how to position different chords in different ways, as well as learning where the bass string and what string to play and not to play on the guitar. If you like this video, again, please subscribe, like, and hit that notification button so you'll be notified on the next videos. Share this video to your friend as well who's trying to learn or wanting to learn to play the guitar. Thanks again for watching.